First and foremost, like I said, I voted a while ago, and it took 10 minutes before I got accredited and voted. And as I said earlier again, the process must be improved upon because it is not right to take one voter 10 minutes to vote, especially if you calculate by that. If you have about 500 plus in a polling unit, it's going to take a reasonable length of time. Then, having said that, the last I heard about a couple of minutes ago from our situation room in Osun, that people have started filing in reports of a vote buying ranging between 5 to 20,000 naira, 5,000 to 20,000 naira. And like I said earlier too, because I'm quick to taking decision, informed decision, because God gives me the gift of being able to at least slightly being able to see into tomorrow. Nigeria is in problem. Nigeria is in problem. If people are not paying attention, as an individual, I'm paying attention. If we decide to keep buying the votes on the day of election, Nigeria is obviously in problem. Our children are no longer going to school. There are no jobs. Economy is non-existent. If you go to Lagos now, what used to be Ikeja Industrial Estate is no longer an industrial estate. I won't speak so that I'm not against any faith at all. But what we know in Ikeja Industrial Estate to be in those days, it's no longer an industrial estate. It's now warehouses or auditorium for event center and faith-based entities. And so, what are we talking about? Even the best of our pupils now, very brilliant, they still question why they should go to school. Because they know when they come out of school. Because the idea of jobs in their head is that government should provide them jobs. The jobs are not there. Nobody is establishing any reasonable thing. And I don't know, we are already in a deep shit. And so if we now, because you can only change society through government. So if the society is now being changed in a manner that it will throw up people who don't have capacity to govern, but they will only go ahead on the day of election to buy the votes. Let's all of us resign and just be sitting at home, because the first implication of that is that you cannot face any election unless you are sitting in government. That is what no individual has 5, 20, 30,000 naira to be paying per vote. No individual has it. Even when you have money and you are rich, you cannot be bringing money from your sweat out to be given to people to vote for you. Because when you are in government, whether you do well or not, you are still going to be criticized. So if you are going to be criticized and you are going to use your money to buy the votes, what sense does it make? So, as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria is in a serious problem.
Now, there are reports in town that perhaps you are pulled out from the process to, support a particular candidate. Is that true?
You see, the first time they asked me this question about 1 hour ago, I said those people who are saying that are sick. In fact, I've been receiving reports since morning that I've stepped down for PDP. Is that not sickness? They are sick. They only want me to be fighting Demola. Demola and I are brothers, but in real time, will Lasun Yusuf step down for Demola? Does it make sense? Based on what conditions and reasons? And the way I always answer such a question is, yes, I'm not a rich man, and equally, I'm not an hungry person. Because the first thing that will attract you to such a thing is that if you are looking for money to exist. But I'm not looking for money to exist. If I want to spend 1,000 naira, God has given it to me. If I want to spend 1 million naira, God has given it to me. So why will I? For God's sake, Demola is my brother. We are brothers, and he has a very solid family. I have a very solid family. But they want me to be attacking the gentleman, and I'm not going to attack him. But for God's sake, I can never, and I will never step down for Demola. Not even the person who is there. What are we talking about? Somebody who has gone to office, who has been tested, and people trust me. I will not stand down for somebody who is just coming. You don't know even what he will likely do when he gets there. I don't know. Those who started the propaganda this morning, because it's no longer a rumor. Those who started the propaganda this morning, like I always say, I'll put them in the court of God. Is it because they want to void my votes? Or is it because they want to tarnish my image? I know who I am. I'm a man of character. And in fact, the little Nigeria has seen about me, they should know I'm a man of character. I know what I've gone through in politics. I've never been in talk with any political party since I left APC. I've never. My ways are always straightforward when it comes to public things. I know what it means. But if you want to talk about people, I have people in APC, I have in PDP. Of course, at my level in Nigeria, yes, I will have people across. Once again, I've never, and I will never step down for anybody for any general election.
Thank you. All right, thank you so very much, sir. I wish you all the best, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, thank you. Please, I'm not going to attend to you.
Yeah, the man you just watching now is the governorship candidate of the Labour Party in